So this is the new DRS2 model from the Road series by Martin. Now this is an interesting new trend in Martin. They've started building. First of all, they make all their strings in Mexico now, but they started building some guitars, some sort of mid-range guitars, in Mexico. And the cool thing about that is that they're, a lot cheaper than the average Martin, which is really expensive. This goes for $1,000 retail, but street price is generally about $800. Now the DRS2, unlike the DRS1, is a spruce top. The DRS1 is mahogany. And the Road series, well, at least with the DRSs, it's all solid wood, so there's no laminated backs or fronts or anything. So yeah, the DRS2 is spruce top, unlike the DRS1, which is mahogany. For $100 more, I think it's a really good decision. Although some people are really fond of the mahogany, which is fine. I just think the spruce, you got a lot of bright, and kind of more. I think it's the sound that most guitarists look for, kind of that high, sparkly sound and brightness and kind of definition, which you get with spruce. I like it a lot. So for $100 more, I would recommend the DRS2, but the DRS1 is good, and they're basically the same beyond that. The other thing about this guitar is the neck. I don't know if you can see with this camera, but the neck is actually a bunch of. I didn't actually know when I first tried the guitar. I had to ask the salesman. Basically, it's a bunch of small kind of lines of wood that they glue together, like 25, 30 kind of little thin layers of wood that they glue together really, really intensely, kind of press them onto each other, and then, make the neck. And now it's cheaper to make that, so I guess it brings down the cost. But I think the advantage of that is the sturdiness, and it doesn't warp with humidity or heat and warmth changes at all. Unlike most guitars, where I have a really high-end classical guitar, and I had to kind of, file out the frets because the neck got smaller in summer, which is interesting. And it's also really sturdy. I mean, you cannot break this thing. My only worry, of course, is maybe some sort of sound resonance. It might not, help with the sound, whereas one piece of wood would really get a kind of nice flow. Although you definitely feel a flow. That might be the only thing. Although practically speaking, beyond that, I think it's solid. You don't get any scratches. You don't have to worry too much about it. That's really cool. The other thing too. The last main feature is that you get that really good quality Fishman pickup, which is amazing because generally on its own it's about $150. It comes with the guitar already, so you can kind of directly plug it in. You got the input right here, and I think that was another great thing that attracted me about this guitar is that you got a really good guitar. It's about $800. One, because the labor costs in Mexico are a lot cheaper, and you get a really solid guitar, and with the spruce, you get that brightness that a lot of people might complain about, so they kind of tend to go towards the Taylor, which has more mids. Although I like this a lot more than the Taylor, and I think the spruce top compensates for that muddiness. So I think overall, for $100, this is one of the best bets you can get on the market right now, and I'm really happy. And I hope this helped anyone who is thinking of getting the DRS2 Martin Road series. Part of the new trend of guitar making in Mexico. So yeah, hope that helped.